Grounded is a very down-to-earth experience that, despite being small in size, is big on content. Developed by Obsidian Entertainment, known for such gems as Fallout New Vegas and Tyranny, the game currently boasts a very positive score of over 62,000 reviews on Steam. Let's get into whether it's worthy of it. Grounded, the story is told through various cutscenes triggered when characters go to sleep, as well as in-game NPCs that offer expository dialogue through various conversations. The long and short of it, from what I've come to understand, is that you've been shrunk by an evil company as some sort of experiment and must right yourselves by collecting various ingredients and using the power of science to make an embiggening cocktail. This is achieved with the help of aforementioned NPCs, including a small robot reminiscent of Claptrap from Borderlands and the floating head of a scientist who was shrunk before your group of teens was. Gameplay-wise, as you can imagine, consists of trying to survive in this new, hostile environment against the plethora of insects that now see your tiny, peanut-sized body as fair prey. You're offered a choice of 4 characters to choose from that are purely aesthetic and have no bearing on gameplay but on the occasional voice line, or how high-pitched your character's inevitable screams are when you get spited to death in a dark tunnel. Traversal methods include good old-fashioned hoofing it, aka running, swimming, both on and under the water, and later on you can access zip lines and gliders, which are just dandelion tufts. Due to a lot of hostile creatures making the ground their home, it's often a good idea to stay off the ground, which usually means parkour. Pretty much anything you see you can climb on or build up to, including clovers, blades of grass, leaves in hedges, bird baths, you name it. The skies aren't always 100% safe though, with various flying enemies also making rather hostile appearances, including bees, mosquitoes, wasps, and moths. Typical to survival crafting games, there are numerous tiers of weapons, armor and tools you need to work up through, starting with basic grass, pebbles and such, and ending up with more exotic materials like black ox beetles, roly-polies, or woodlice for our English viewers, and wolf spiders to name a few. Speaking of spiders, no shrunk down to insect-sized game would be complete without, you guessed it, giant spiders! The junior spiders and spiderlings you can bully fairly easily, but the larger orb weaver and particularly wolf spiders will take a little work and preparation to bring down. Or at least something tall and a lot of arrows. There are also black widow spiders towards the end of the game which require careful preparation, or they will wreck your day faster than you can say, "That's a big spider." For the challenge seekers, there are quite a few optional bosses that people can seek out, which should be treated as a raid boss of sorts. You'll need to plan your armor, take a lot of health and healing, food and buffs, and pay attention to the tactics or you'll have a very bad time. These hidden optional bosses, which include a praying mantis and a wasp queen, offer special rewards for those brave and skilled enough to take them down, so it's definitely worth the trouble if you can manage it. It's not all doom and gloom though, you're given a lot of things to help, including the usual armor sets, buff foods and the like. Where this game shines though is the mutation system, which are a series of optional quote-unquote perks you can swap in and out on the fly. These offer buffs from reduced fall damage to increased breath timer, more bleed damage, extra range damage, and so on and so forth. There's too many to list, but if something's in the game, there's probably a perk to help with it. On top of all the mutations and armor sets, you also have various trinkets which provide passive buffs ranging from extra damage to infinite slowfall gliders, which is my personal favourite, or passive food regeneration. Lastly, there are also permanent upgrades you can unlock with spendable currencies that take the form of teeth. These come in 2 varieties, milk molars, which affect personal things like how many mutations you can equip, max health, stamina, and how much healing you receive. And there are also mega milk molars, which offer upgrades shared by all players. These include increasing consumable stack sizes, arrow stack sizes, and resource stack sizes to name a few. There are also numerous dungeons in the game, which are called labs. A lot of these are used to progress the story and are mandatory. However, there are quite a few optional ones for the content hunters out there, which provide optional challenges leading to some increased loot, which is well worth the trouble. There's a few quality of life improvements we haven't touched on, for example customizable UI colours, a button to quick deposit all of your items to nearby chests, which is again a personal favourite. It's also fantastic for putting away a lot of loot quickly, and crafting benches automatically using items in any nearby chest, which is another fantastic quality of life improvement that I wish more games of this type shared. This game is absolutely recommended by me, especially considering current playtime is over 80 hours. I've definitely had my money's worth. Please like, comment and subscribe if you liked the video or found anything useful. See you all next time!